Hello guys and welcome back to Shezi.com. Thank you very much for watching on my channel, the best channel with the latest.com. Getting straight into our video. Episode 4132. Mpho finds out that Tenda was eavesdropping on her conversation with James. Buchilo is annoyed that Zama is enjoying Hoshi's company more than his. Tufeli is tired of running away and has come to explain. Episode 4133. Imani and Paul's friendship could be over for good this time. Susan gets jail time. Episode 4134. Imani and Paul's friendship is restored. They make up. There is tension between Zama and Buchilo. They are angry at each other. Episode 4135. Rendani makes an announcement that brings tension and disappointment to the royal family. What's supposed to unite the two parties backfires on them. A young man takes the bull by its horn. Episode 4136. Buchilo goes to Tate to deal with his father Azwindini. Tenda Mudzimu gives Susan terms. Oxford is proving to be useful to the Mudao's household. Episode 4137. Buchilo confronts Azwindini about his affair with Gugu. Tenda Mudzimu sends Susan an email that implicates that someone is framing her. Oxford is concerned that Tenda Mudzimu thinks he is lazy. Episode 4138. Susan and Rendani's names have been cleared for wrongdoings. Question now is who will take the blame? Rendani reaches out to Buchilo and asks Azwindini to help them find common ground. Oxford finds himself in a very compromising situation with Mpho. Episode 4139. Susan and Rendani are summoned to the royal house. Tenda is supposed to pick up Ndiwawo from James's house. Episode 4140. Hangwani threatens to divorce. Tenda is jealous of Oxford. Azwindini wants to fix things with Buchilo. Episode 4141. Mpho finds out that Tenda Mudzimu thinks she is a loose woman and she is not happy at all. Azwindini apologizes to Buchilo. Episode 4142. Azwindini goes all out to prove a point. Tenda Mudzimu tightens the screws around Susan. Episode 4143. Tenda gives Susan an ultimatum that's impossible to fulfill. Mpho has a surprise in store for Tenda that he doesn't know is coming. Episode 4144. Voma Cindy is not happy that Shares is using Vomkondoleli's recipe book. Susan is shocked when Borosi asks her to forgive him for rigging the elections. Azwindini discovers that Rosemary has skipped bail and has gone missing. Episode 4145. Susan is shocked to hear what Tenda has been up to from Lowani. She promises to help Susan and Rendani, but warns them that Tenda is very dangerous. Mpho is hearing voices, but is frustrated because she doesn't know what to make of them. Tenda is getting worried about Mpho's strange behavior. Episode 4146. Mpho talks to herself in an undergarment and the scandalized patrons record videos. Voma Cindy and Makadzi argue over the arrangements. Hoshi can't find who the number belongs to. Episode 4147. Rosemary lands at Mpho's doorstep. Vomkondoleli's belongings are distributed. Episode 4148. Mpho gets lashed in her dream. Rosemary escaped. Masindi learns that someone stole from Mukondoleli's account. Episode 4149. Things get ugly in the Mudao household. Susan is not aware of the storm that's coming her way. Voma Cindy's detective work lands her into serious trouble. Episode 4150. Mpho is shocked to learn who Rosemary's sister is. The mayor's body is exhumed. Bo Makadzi makes a confession. Episode 4151. Susan's date with the judge is set. Tenda finds a reason to be skeptical about Zama. Vomakadzi drags Vangani into her lies. Episode 4152. Mpho does a ritual to bring back Rosemary, but there is still shock when someone turns up at their door. Susan is arrested. Azwindini has a tough choice between staying neutral or helping Susan with the police. Episode 4153, Buchilo appeals to Azwindini to help Susan out of jail. Mpho learns that Rendani has a calling and that she is meant to be her spiritual guide. Vomakadzi tries to skim money to gamble. Episode 4154, Tende Mudzimu tries to convince Mpho that Rosemary is a charlatan. Voma Cindy plants a seed of doubt in Azwindini's ears. Susan accepts that she doesn't have the energy to keep on fighting. She has everybody worried. They're fearing that she might commit suicide. This is the end of the August teasers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share.